Good evening, YouTube, BookTube. This is Johnny. I thought I'd make a video. My wife just left to go down the street to have visit our oldest son Caleb and his family. They play games on Saturday evening, and I don't play games. I've never been into games. I don't like games. I do watch football, but I'm not really into games. Here in West Michigan is December the 12th, 2020. It is a Saturday night. It is 5:13 in the evening. I'm sitting in my main study, writing in my diary, my December 2020 diary. Tonight I'm on page 1199. And yeah, reading the book of Psalms, reading the Bible. I've been reading the epistle of Paul the Apostle to the Colossians. And I was reading chapter 2 of Colossians. And I was thinking of this chapter in Colossians in light of certain videos I have been watching in BookTube about people showing books, religious books, and books on religion and spirituality. And I was thinking about this chapter in Colossians, chapter 2. And I thought I'd just read it. It says here, "Now I want you to know what a great conflict I have for you and those in Macedonia, and for as many as have not seen my face in the flesh, that their hearts may be encouraged and being knit together in love, obtaining to all the riches of the full assurance of understanding, to the knowledge of the mystery of God, both of the Father and of Christ, to whom are hidden all treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Now this I say, lest anyone should deceive you with persuasive words. For though I am absent in the flesh, yet I am with you in spirit, rejoicing to see your good order and the steadfastness of your faith in Christ. As you therefore have received Jesus Christ the Lord, so walk in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in faith as you have been taught, abounding in it with thanksgiving. Beware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to the basic principles of the world, and not according to Christ. For in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and you are complete in him, who is the head of all principality and power." So, beware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to the basic principles of the world, not according to Christ. So those verses have been going through my mind the last couple of weeks as I've been watching videos and YouTube about people showing books and talking about religion and spirituality. Today is a Saturday. I've been watching college football off and on, and I've been reading this book, The Diaries of Emilio, The Happy Years by Ricardo Piscalelli. And this morning I read up until 12 o'clock noon. I've been reading the spiritual writings of Denis the Carthusian. I've been reading his treatise on contemplation. Yesterday I read The Eastern Orthodox Church, A New History by John Anthony McGuckin. And I've been reading Beatus Vera, a commentary on Davidic Psalms, Volume 1, Psalms 1 through 25, by Denis, the Carthusian. Translation and introduction by Andrew M. Greenwell. So I've been reading these primarily. Still reading the first book of Kings in the Old Testament. Reading the new history of the Eastern Orthodox Church. Also been reading Denis the Carthusian on contemplation. And been reading the Diaries of Emilio, The Happy Years. And also been reading The Lady Macbeth of Mtsensk, Selected Stories of Leskov, translated from the Russian by Donald Rayfield. And reading the Psalms. I'm in Psalm 4, which is David prayeth for audience. He reproveth and exhorteth his enemies, man's happiness in God's favor. And we read in Psalm 4, hear me when I call, O God, of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing? Shelah. But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call upon him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Shelah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift up thy light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than the time that their corn and their wine increased. And I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. For thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safely. And that's a good verse to remember during this time of COVID plague. I will lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Psalm 104, verse 8. So that's what's going on here on a Saturday night. My wife went down the street to have game night with our oldest son and his family. I'm writing in my diary, reading the Diaries of Emilio, The Happy Years by Ricardo Piglia. And here in West Michigan, it's been snowing and raining, very dismal weather. I started watching football around noontime. I've been kind of sleepy today, kind of falling asleep off and on. Writing in my diary, tomorrow is a Sunday. It'll be the 13th of December 2020, going into a new week. So yeah, the death flow keeps flowing. I really enjoyed the comments lately. I really thank you for the new subscribers. This thing is just rumbling around here. So yeah. So not much else going on. I do have these books on my to be read pile here. John Ruusbroec, Spiritual Espousals and the Other Works, Classics of Western Spirituality, The Carthusian, Spirituality, The Writings of Hugh, Balma, and Guigo de Ponte. Been reading this on contemplation, mystical union with God, mystical theology. Like I said, I've been reading the Bible and 1 Kings. I think I ended on chapter 13 of 1 Kings. So I hope you're having a good weekend, that you're not sick, that you've not been evicted, that you not have risen up in rebellion against the American government and democracy, and that you are that you're all just doing okay. And so yeah, this is the main study. I come in here. You know, you've seen the main study throughout the years. There's books up there, and the wall clock, and there's Jack Kerouac and James Joyce, and CDs and this room has always been a kind of a refuge for me in my old age. And let me see here. So I just thought I'd show it to you. We did have contacted somebody from my wife's church who does carpentry work, and we've contacted him to look at the lower level and to have see if we can build bookshelves and get all the books off the floor and put them on shelves, or some kind of book shelving system. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I love John Ruusbroec. I love Carthusian spirituality. I love Denis the Carthusian. I love the early Eastern Orthodox Church Fathers. I love the Bible. Really enjoying this book, Lady Macbeth, Mtsensk, Selected Stories of Leskov. Really great book. I love the Book of Psalms. Really, this is the second volume in the trilogy of the Diaries of Emilio. Really enjoying this. I love the Book of Psalms. Really enjoying this first volume of a 6-volume projected series by Denis the Carthusian. Writing in my diary, coming to the year of December 2020, coming to the year of 2020. And yeah, the death flow keeps going. So once again, thank you for all your support. Thank you for the comments. Do pray that you're not sick. Do pray that you will have a good new week. And until next time, bye.